Welcome to Cucina Michelina, where my beautiful mother and Nonna will walk you through how to make a generational homemade Italian recipe in just a few minutes. Here's what you'll need to start. All good Italians do three things: speak with their hands, make lots of beautiful babies, and make their pasta from scratch. First, pour a good amount of all-purpose flour on the countertop and make a hole in the center with your hand. Crack 6 to 8 eggs into the center of the flour hole, which I call a flow. As fertility doctors suggest, use your fingers to break the eggs inside the hole. Slowly but surely, scrape more of the outside into the center until the mixture becomes doughy. Put those Nonna forearms to good use. Press down hard on the dough with your heel of your hand, scraping in all the flour more and more. Like a high school teenager, if the dough gets too hard, add some cold water to it. If it gets too floury, add an egg or two and keep rolling. Make sure your daughter fixes your apron while you do the real work. No Nonna likes a messy board, so use your knife to scrape up and clean the excess flour, while your dough baby looks on. Conserve the little dough baby by placing a bowl over it for the time being. Goodbye, little dough baby, we'll eat you soon enough. Now for the cheese in the Manicotti, which legend has can convert terrorists into monks and impregnate barren women. To uncover these magical treatments, first empty 2 containers worth of Galbani ricotta cheese into a large bowl. As you stir, crack a few eggs into the bowl, breaking them up and mixing them into the cheese. Gradually blend half the bowl of shredded mozzarella into the bowl.
Mozzarella, how much mozzarella do you have? But almost more. Nice. One.
Scoop up the bottom into the center, constantly stirring and mixing the cheese, while your mother silently watches on with disapproval. Place the remaining shredded mozzarella into the bowl, add a healthy amount of salt, and sprinkle in some Parmesan Reggiano and stir some more. Add some pure ground black pepper, some more salt, some more Parmesan Reggiano. The cheese should look creamy, slightly yellow, and seductively mesmerizing. You'll know when you're done when it almost makes you cry because you never thought you'd see something so perfectly beautiful. The sight of this cheese should replace watching the birth of your firstborn. If it doesn't, keep stirring. Now it's time to transform your little dough baby into the actual manicotti. First, start boiling a large pot of water. Uncover dough baby from her home and start smashing her brains in to make her malleable again. Take a sharp blade to dough baby like she's a snitch and cut 1.5-inch wide equally sized pieces from her. Take each sliced piece and smush them down with the heels of your hand so they become roundish circles. As you do this, sprinkle some flour on the board and on the pieces. With the pieces smushed and sprinkled like Jersey Shore girls, insert them into the pasta maker so they become long and flat. Continue to sprinkle flour on the long pieces as you flatten the others. Once all the pieces are long and flat, adjust the pasta maker so the flattener is tighter and run the pieces through it again. Repeat this process a few times per each piece. What you're aiming for are very long, paper-thin strips. You should be able to see through the pasta. Then cut small, equally sized rectangles from the long strips. Each rectangle should be approximately 8 by 7 inches. Cut as many rectangles as you want manicotti. With the water boiling, place a pan filled with cold water next to it. Drop 2 pieces of dough into the boiling water and let them boil for 1 minute. After the minute, fish them out with a sieve, gently place them in the cold water pan to cool off, then place them on a plate.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, now we put on
Wipe off the excess water of the dough pieces with your hands and place them flat on the table for 2 minutes. Now we gotta stuff these beautiful babies with our much deserved cream filling. With the wider side facing you, scoop out the cheese and plop a thick amount horizontally, leaving an inch on the sides and on the bottom. Roll the piece over once, then one more time, and press down on the sides. Then you're done for one. Now we have to build the handmade meat sauce that has been known to crumble empires and cure impotence. Break out your inner moil and slice 6 girthy raw sausages, placing them on a plate. Drizzle in some delicious golden olive oil on a deep saute pan on medium heat. Slide those juicy sausages right on top of the pan. Follow it up with some Italian cocaine, also known as garlic powder. Add a splash of soy sauce. Add a healthy pour of red wine. And 1 pound of lean ground beef. While the mountain of man meat simmers, take a moment to enjoy and breathe in the aura of Italian romance. Then start smashing it with a spoon. Romance is for the weak, and we're here to eat beautiful pasta souls. Add some salt and some oregano so you could say you ate something green today. For the hell of it, add some basil too. Squish and turn that baby and start feeling yourself falling in love. Add the crushed tomatoes to turn Mean Mountain into Sauce River. Since we don't want to leave any, fill the can with some water and drop that H2O in there. Crushed is good, but chopped is better. Drop those haters right into the pot. Like before, add some more water. Now for the tomato sauce trifecta, add 15 ounces of tomato paste into the mix. If you're a fancy pants, add 1 bay leaf on top of the masterpiece and let that sucker heat. Congrats, you just finished the sauce. With all the pieces crafted, it's time to put it all together. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. In a deep baking dish, spoon the sauce and add 1 layer to the bottom. Lay your manicotti down on the bed of sauce one by one and fill up the whole pan. Spoon the sauce again to add another layer on top, and ensure you cover every spot. Also, drop in some sausage pieces along the way. Cover the pan with aluminum foil, or as Nonna Rita calls it, silver paper. Stab holes into the foil to let them breathe. Make sure you build the habit of wiping your prints from the handle when you're done. Now bake the pan for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. When done, pull back the cover and behold the beauty you created with your own 2 hands. Lastly, gently spatula the individual pieces onto a plate and serve to your future wife or husband. With that, you made your own homemade manicotti from a recipe passed down from one good-looking Italian generation to the next. Please wield this power carefully and share with caution. Mangia.